Hey guys, folks, today welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge and the iPhone 6s, and we're going to be seeing which one's better. Now I'm going to try and make this review like the least biased as possible, so I'm not going to actually leave my opinion on which phone is better. I'm just going to show you different features and let you decide for yourself. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to mention is how the phone handles in your hand. Now the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge does worry me a little bit, just because it seems a little bit slippy and it just feels like it's going to drop out my hand. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, it just feels really slippy on the sides. I don't know how to explain it, but I think because it's like a glass finish, it's just really slippy, and I'd say do not go out with this without a case. Whereas the 6S, you just seem to have a much better grip, and I'm not going to drop it. Like this, it's just a more rough texture, and it's just easier to hold. It's not going to fall out my hand very easily. Now of course, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge is a little bit bigger than the iPhone 6s. This phone, sometimes it is difficult to click things with one hand. Sometimes you have to use it two-handedly, because as you can see, my thumb will not go all the way to the top of this phone. Whereas with the 6s, I can pretty much easily get to all corners of the phone relatively easily. But that of course probably wouldn't be an issue if you had big hands. As for overall looks, I would probably say that the Samsung looks a little bit better. It just looks a little bit cleaner, because the iPhone, you know, we've seen these for years, whereas the Samsung, I don't know, it just looks different to me. I don't know if that's just because I'm an iPhone guy, but the Samsung, it just seems to look nicer than the 6s, and yeah, that's just kind of my opinion. It just looks kind of fresher and more sleek, especially with the curved screen. It just looks badass. Okay, so now what we're going to test out is we're going to test out how responsive each device is. So we've got the Siri up on this, and we've got the Google app on this, and let's see. What's the weather like today?
Here's the forecast for today.
So yeah, Siri, it seems to be a little bit more responsive in that respect. Let's try it again. Who is the president of the United States? So it seems like Google beat it on this one. How tall is the tallest mountain in the world?
One moment, please. Here's what I found on the web for how tall is the tallest mountain in the world.
8,848 meters, K2 at 8,611 meters, and Kangchenjunga at 8,586 meters.
Okay, so although Siri did come up with the result faster, the Google one actually gave me results and gave me information. So I'm gonna say that Google probably does beat it on this, in fact that you can just ask it a question and it'll come up with a reasonable answer. And yeah, the Siri kind of comes up with Google results, whereas Google gives you a reasonable definition and answer. Alright, so next on the agenda is cameras. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some photographs, we're gonna take some videos, and we're gonna do them all in 4K. Let's try this out. Alright, so you are now doing a live feed from each phone. You can tell me which one's better. And yeah, it just generally seems like the white balance on the Samsung Galaxy is much better. From what I'm seeing, it's kind of like a red sort of mid-tone sort of texture for the iPhone, and for the Samsung Galaxy it just seems like there's a better white balance in general. And yeah, the iPhone just seems to have some weird grey reddy sort of tinge to it, which is a bit weird. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so now we are using the back-facing cameras using the Samsung Galaxy and the iPhone. And again, I think the Samsung Galaxy wins with a better white balance. The iPhone seems to be picking up colours a little bit nice. You can kind of see my face a little bit better and there's more tone to it. But the Samsung Galaxy, it just seems to produce kind of a nicer picture. But I guess we can leave that up to you to see which one you think is the nicest. Alright, so one other great feature that you get with the Samsung Galaxy, which unfortunately is just not a luxury that you get with the iPhones, is that even though it does come at stock with only 32 gigabytes of storage, you can actually add storage with a micro SD card, which is a huge, it's just so good, and you can't do that with Apple, because of course they want you to pay extra money so you can get extra storage instead of buying it, you know, through some random company. So I think that with the Samsung Galaxy, with the better storage, it's just a huge upgrade to be able to actually upgrade your storage. So if you run out, you can just simply go buy micro SD card, you're done. You know, it's just as simple as that, nice and easy job. Whereas with the iPhone, you're gonna have to either delete basically all your apps or get an upgrade for the last iPhone. You know what I mean? It's just much better to upgrade with a Samsung than it is with an iPhone. Alright, so now we're moving on to durability. Now, with Samsung, it actually promised that you can have a waterproof phone. It's waterproof for up to 1 meter in depth for around an hour. And that is a huge feature. Like, think about the times that you've spilled a drink on your phone. It's just amazing. You can literally text while you're in the shower. Like, that is a massive feature, and it's great because it stops you from being worried about breaking your phone or something. And yes, the iPhone is kind of waterproof, but they do not actually claim that it's waterproof, so it would break the warranty if you did actually drop it in water, whereas with Samsung, you know, if it did break, then you could just send it straight back and get a new one. And as you can see, I did put it in the water and the phone is absolutely fine, you know. Also, the phone actually warns if you try to plug it in while it's wet. It says, unplug me now, you scrub. We are wet, like we are soaking in water, mate, so unplug me now before you get zapped. It's just great that the phone's waterproof. It's water resistant, it's waterproof, and it's just a huge feature. It's just great. Another great feature with the Samsung phones is that you can actually choose a theme of the display, whereas with the iPhone you're stuck with the normal Apple sort of layout, but with the Samsung you can get different themes. So instead of having it normal, I can just simply change it on my phone if I'm bored of the design layout. And look, I've changed it to a weird sort of design, and you can see that I can change the camera, I can change the messages, I can even change the apps to make them look cooler. You know, honestly, it's really cool. One thing that I have actually found is that the battery is generally a lot better with the Samsung, although you can put the iPhone into like ultra battery saving mode, which obviously will perform better, but it basically puts your phone into flight mode. You can't really do anything. So yeah, I'd say the Samsung probably beats the iPhone in battery life. So now you're asking me, which phone would you preferably go for? I would probably go for the Samsung. This is my new phone. I really do like it. I prefer it to the iPhone. But like I said, this is not me saying, you know, this phone is a million times better. So, you know, they're both great phones. We're not comparing specs because nobody really cares about specs, let's be honest. I mean, you're not exactly going to be playing Call of Duty freaking Black Ops 3 on your phone, so you don't really need top quality specs, mate. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to slap on a like, comment iPhone, Samsung in the comment section below. Let's see a nice comment, we'll go in. And yeah guys, I'm It's Fox signing out, and I'll see you all later.